Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Stationeers. So, we're picking up right from where we left off the last time, and, well, we kind of went in the room, did something, and came back out again. I think it was feeding and watering, or forgetting what we were doing, something like that. Anyway, so this is just basically sorting out everything from the last trip before we go out again on another trip, essentially. So I didn't think it was extremely compelling, so I just thought I'd stream through it and speed through it, speed through it, and yeah, we'll come right back to the point where something interesting happens, and we'll go back to normal speed at that point. That's actually really impressive. Okay, enough lockers for now. Okay, right. That's probably meant to go in there. Or something, I don't know. We're still missing the stellite. I don't know what the hell has happened to it. I'm sure I'll find it as I'm sorting stuff out. Right. Nickel, going for the nickel. Maybe. Yeah, we need to empty that first. Ices into ices. Okay, sometimes I think you just have to undock everything and redock it again. No, did that not solve the problem? Damn you. Damn you to hell. Okay, hydration time. Because of course it is. It's always hydration time.
Few moments later.
Whoa, 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 where you going? I know what you forgot. Ah, there's the stellite. Good.
Jetpack low.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to sort right now. Thank you. You nearly let me go without reminding me. Got it. Point. There's the labeler. One time I decide to put it. There you are. No, right one, take the right one, thank you. Yep, that's right. Should probably put some power on. Yeah, probably should actually turn the power on then. This could take a while.
Few moments later.
That'll do for now. Food. That's not good. Okay, right, well, okay, not too shabby then. Hold on, how? Oh, damn. Okay. My bad, that came from the nitrites, I think. I should have tested that before throwing it in there. Whoops, I'm going to have to filter that out at some point. Now, for now, anyway. I am off in search of nickel. Okay. I think I'm about ready to actually start getting this place sorted. I mean, it's not like I don't have enough ores to go getting all the stuff that I need for the various things that we want to do. Be missing a few bits and pieces, like might go mining one more time. I'm gonna double check what recipes call for what, and then make a decision based on what I've got and what I'm missing. Oh my days, there's a lot here. Right, let me think. Wow.
Power low.
Yeah, we got just a few ores. I mean, that's nothing compared to what we get later when we get certain technologies unlocked, but you know, it's good for hand mining anyway. Right, let me take stock. I'll be back in a minute. So, you're never gonna guess who decided that they didn't have enough ores and went out mining. Oh, you did guess, right? Fair enough. I think very lucky to have made it back in time for the storm. However, with the GPS now, I know roughly where my base is. It's not a huge issue. Now later on in the playthrough, I'm going to consider making a filtration system, a sorting system for all the automated ores that come in via rocket mining, anything else. That there's deep mining drills as well that also collect ores. So we have options of how to collect ores in the future. It's I'm going to explore at least 2 of them, if not all of them. So stay tuned for that if I can figure it out. Because, like, as you might be able to tell, I'm going with semi-low tech here because I'm not that good with MPIS yet, and don't know if I ever will be. We'll see. We'll see where we go. Yay. Storm over. These look untouched. Yep, untouched. Great. Now. Now. I need to do a game plan here. We have lots of ores. We need to smelt them. And this was the advanced furnace that we were setting up earlier. Now, I tried to run a enclosed space here. That did not work, unfortunately. Oh dear. Well, looks like a sensor's gone. Whoa. So I tried actually doing a quick smelting session. It's not as easy as it used to be. Now, I've kind of added a few things. Now, what we have here is a fuel intake, a waste intake, and a cold intake. That corresponds to a fuel pump, a waste pump, and a cold pump, which isn't actually connected to anything right now. It will be, but we need some steel. And, well, the next thing we need to do is get some steel. So I did a quick test with different frames, and having this open to the air was only ever so slightly worse than having it boarded up, so we're gonna board it up just to protect us from the heat and whatnot. Now, in order for this to work, you have to have the input at maximum. Now, these switches are just set to the hot pump or fuel pump on, the waste pump on, and the cold pump, which isn't connected to anything, on. So I'm gonna start grabbing the things that I need for steel. We're going to make sure it's on, and I'm just going to turn on the waste pump, which is going to pull in waste pump from our... Oh,
Power low.
I already have iron. It looks like I've already started the process. 100 grams of iron, 150 grams of iron. Okay, what we're missing now is coal. I didn't realise I'd actually forgotten to take them off. So that's going to be coal, and we don't have steel, so a bit more heat, please. There we go, steel. Now, that means I should just be able to keep throwing in that's coal, isn't it? It is, yes. Now the big thing is the temperature. Now if there's not enough temperature, we can always add some more from the waste tank. Now we're not burning any fuel to do this. And if I don't think it's going to work with the waste, I can add fuel. But as it turns out, there we go, it's in the waste. Now all we have to do is open up the output. That'll drain the tank, and over here we can see how that affects the temperature of the waste tank. That has brought it down some. So what that means is, if you have a tank that's connected to an external fuel combustor, you can control the temperature of that tank. If you don't mind balancing manually like I'm doing, then this can work fine to start with. Now I'm not using any MPIS here. This is no code for MPIS at all. So we just want to evacuate the rest of that chamber. Now I'm not keeping an eye on the pressure at the moment. I can add another console here to do that. I might do that eventually. But I can turn that off now, and it's slowly going to lose pressure temperature to the environment. Nothing I can do about that. The temperature in the tank there is 1146.4 Celsius. But in the meantime, without burning any fuel, I have 400 grams of steel. That is awesome. Now, I'm wondering what happened to my sorter that used to live there, but anyway, not a problem. I probably filed that somewhere safe. Okay, that's going to keep losing temperature now, even though it's in a vacuum frame. Who am I to judge? Now, the reason we needed that steel is because we need to hook up the coal pipe to some coal tanks. So for that we need a tank. And a lot of insulated pipes. So I'm going to print these off And while I'm printing them off, I'm going to have a look around and see what else I can do. But I won't bore you with the details. Okay, we're back. Now, a few days have passed in game. We're on day 53. It was day 50 last time I saw you. And we have a new code line that goes into, well, it gets fed by some active vents that are all set to inwards, controlled by this logic housing here. And we've also put in a potential wastewater line. I don't know why these pipes are like this. They shouldn't be. I can possibly fix that up now just for the OCD. Okay, we want to put that way and right there. Thank you. And there. Thank you. So that pipe is now connected to, hold on, let's turn this on. This is an overflow, so basically I could have put a back pressure regulator on, but I decided to put in this instead because this will turn on and off. I think that uses less power than a idle back pressure regulator. I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am. And if I've missed anything, by the way, I said on previous streams I might put links in and stuff. If I do forget to do something, you know, no one's perfect. Just please let me know in the comments. So yeah, one thing I really need to remember to do before closing this up is turning up these pumps. So just so, okay, it means I'm gonna have to be faster with turning on and off the switches, but it's I'd rather do that. Well, we can just keep messing around with switches. I'd rather do that than wait around all day for something to change. So okay, so very quickly, let's go through the IC chip on the wall here, running the show behind me. Now, this is very similar to stuff you've already seen before, except for define. Define defines the name, obviously, instead of an alias, aliasing the chip, the screw there, the pin to a device, whereas this, and like you would do in on a, let's say, a Raspberry Pi, this you define a name to a particular code. Now there's probably other things you can define as well. This particular code is something that you can find in the Stationpedia. Now if you search for active vent, you'll find the kit. Now I made a mistake here. That is not the prefab hash you need. If you go into actual active vent under construction options, new construction options, sorry, that was from Command and Conquer, kit active vent, click there on active vent. This is, if it was like kit tank, you'd have different size of tanks and you could click on any one of them, and then you find the prefab hub, you just right click there to copy to the clipboard, and that's that basically. So and then obviously you've seen aliasing. Now I did have a cold vent alias to D0. I changed it. I couldn't be bothered to change all the numbers there. I left them. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what pins you use. Doesn't matter if you use R0 or R10. As long as you use the right thing across the program, that's fine. Anyway, so start yield into the temporary register R0 from the cold pipe analyzer. The pressure set R0 to 1 if lower than, and I believe that's 55 megapascals, I hope. Then you want to set batch to the cold vents on R0. So set SB is set batch, cold vents is all of that number. So you could write that as SB, that number on R0 anyway. And then the waste load from the waste pipe analyzer, the pressure, if it's greater than 55 megapascals, turn the vent on. That's about it. Here we've got the usual temperature, pressure, and any whatever is in the furnace. Save us having to look at these two things here. But this one over here says the temperature of the waste tank. Now I could do pressure, or there's a lot more I could do, and I might do eventually, but not right now. So yeah, right, let's get down to business. Okay, given the way that the hydration levels go in this, I thought it'd be prudent to go and swap them out. Actually thinking about it while I'm at it, I'm probably gonna, well, that didn't really need doing anyway. So okay, where's my cheat sheet? we need... I'm going for paste alloy, I guess, first with them. So, okay, right, make sure that output is off. Make sure that input is on. And make sure I'm actually recording as well. That would help. I did have a problem with the last recording I made. It was a shame. Anyway, right. Inputs maxed. Good. Right, we want just a bit of warmth. Right, let's try that again. Turn them all on. We want just a bit of warmth. We also want to close up that opening there. Yeah. I don't know. I'd get in my head if it wasn't attached. The pumps are on, right? Oh, okay. That's output. That's input. Oh. Let's try that again. Okay, yes, that was working. It's put in the amount of pressure. This game is very unforgiving. Let's just put it that way. It does not hold your hand. Right, now between cobalt and silver, there's going to be oxygen and hydrogen released into the furnace when they off-gas, which is going to increase the temperature quite substantially. Now, we're looking for between 25 and 30 megapascals, but only between 600 and 700 degrees Celsius, so that's going to be a problem. Well, it's not going to be a problem because we've got a cold intake and we can turn down that temperature fairly handily. But yeah, it'll actually turn down pretty quickly too. So we'll let them smelt down, get the off-gassing done, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Now, the scan will be done using MIPS. I've seen people do it. I've tried to use their solutions and it never works for me. So that's that. That's hotter than we need. 25. We're nearly at 25 actually. We're going to go under if we do that. So there we go. Just a little tip of the wand there, and away we go. We've got our 100 grams of Hastalloy. Now, next I'm going for Astraloy, which, yeah, Hastal and Astral. Astraloy uses 2 steel, which, yeah, I think I've already nabbed one of the steel out of that I put in earlier. So we have loads of steel in here, so that's set to 50. I think I might have already used it for something like this in the past. Right. Well, good to know where the stellite is. That always goes safely away. 50 grams of steel. Yep, thank you very much. Right, so that should be 100 grams of steel in there now. And we, on top of that, want copper. In fact, while we're getting this so hot, and it's probably a good idea to do double the amount, so we just have to do it less often, you know? Double the amount now, less work later. Okay, so that means we're going to need 2 copper. And 2 cobalt, which will probably send the temperature skyrocketing. Now, Astraloy is fine, anything above 727, but the pressure needs to be between 30 and 40 exactly, so... I'm expecting the temperature to go up. We might get there. We are going to get there. Bingo. Nice one. That was simple. Simple dimple. Now, let's me think. We've got Inconel, we've got Stellite. 2 gold, nickel, steel. We could probably still do more. Waspaloy is now the next one we need. It's 50 to 100. 2 lead, 1 silver, 1 nickel. So 2 lead, 1 silver, 1 nickel, silver, lead. Lead. Okay, so we can actually do several batches of this, so why not? 2 lead, 1 silver, 1 nickel. Now the temperature on this has to be fairly low, which isn't a bad thing. 2 lead, 1 silver, 1 nickel. Then we're pretty much done for the advanced smelting for now, I think. We're going to have to come back to it later, there's no doubt about it. But, time being, we're looking good. $50 to 100, 500 degrees, so yeah, we're going to have to bring down the temperature, the pressure. There we go. Just like that. And that, my friends, is how you use the advanced furnace without any MIPS. Now, do we have... Well, we probably did have, but we don't have any lead left. Right. Stellite is very hot. I think we found the stellite, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Right, I'm just going to evacuate this now before it loses too much more heat into the waste tank, which is going to get cooler. But that's not a problem, really. We've always got more fuel. So, there you go. That's a successful... using the advanced furnace to successfully make, well, that's not all of the alloys just now, but you've seen me make the other ones in previous episodes, so there you go. Now, the first thing I need is a suit before this one just disintegrates off the back of me, which wouldn't be very good now, would it? Come on. Yeah, I gotta start thinking about batteries. We can start thinking about more solid solar panels. Not just any old solar panels, but solid ones. I don't believe I'm actually waiting for the Pascals to go down. It really doesn't matter. At this stage, it does not matter. To be fair, we could let the battery get a bit more charge in it. I have had to run the coal generator at this before, in between episodes, so yeah, that's been a thing. Right, suit. Let's see what the suit needs. Comes under tools, tool maker. Hard suit helmet. Steel, as of course it does. Stellite and astraloy. Dude, did I just evacuate that furnace without making any steel? Hang on.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah, well, it can caution all at once. Right. Here we go. That's 4. Again, I've lost the... Now, you know, I'm going to be blatantly honest. This has been in between reloading when the furnace didn't work, and I had thought that well, long story short, you don't want to watch all of the... You don't want to watch everything that I failed, and I don't really want to have to replay days worth of game, so I just reloaded. It's just easier for me to do that. And, like, this isn't a playthrough where I'm saying, oh, look how good I am. I'm not challenging myself or anything. This is just... Look at this great
Hydration
game.
critical.
Look how awesome the game is. There we go. Big old lump of steel, 400 grams of it. That's not copper, but we can make copper. Also make gold. Well, look, while we got the gas in the tank, something you can say in Stationeers and on the road. That's nice and hot. The other good thing about doing this is it degasses ores, so in the future we can run them through without worrying too much about temperature differences. Now, I'm very aware that the suit is yelling at me to go and sort my hydration out, but I really couldn't care less. But what I could care less about is getting you on the go. Excuse me? Okay, that was quick. No, not a sorter. Damn. Something not right with me today. Stacker. There we go. The sound of an annoying alarm. It reminds me of the seatbelt alarm in the car when you're going on a country on your private road and you're only going a few hundred yards and you're only going at 25 kilometers an hour and it's screaming at you to put your belt on and you're like, no, just no, I'm not doing that. It's one of them, you know.
Air tank low.
Yep, that's fine by me. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not good. Yeah, having 400 individual steels around the place really wouldn't be a good thing. Yes, 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 yes. While we're here, we might as well do everything just to stop it complaining at me. Now, the great thing with this new suit, you'll see soon, is, well, there's several things that's good about it. One of them being the backpack, in my opinion, is bigger. The other one being, in my opinion, the thrust on the jet. Oh, yeah, the jetpack, I think, is part of it. No, it's a separate one. You can get a better jet. We can get a better jetpack now as well, which is awesome. So, right, what did we need again? Stellite and astroloy. Stellite and astroloy. Oh, Lord. Satellite, astroloy. There we go. Okay. Bit of that, bit of that. Press the button. Away we go. Then that's the hard suit jetpack. We need some waspaloid too. So, in between episodes, I am going to be tidying this base up, so you won't recognize it when you come back. Everything's going to have a place, and it's going to be a lot more organized and streamlined and efficient. He says, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to have to empty out this waste tank. How much is in there? I don't want to lose. It's 520 megapascals. How much have we got over here? It's 12 megapascals. It's 700. Right, well, we've actually got more over here, I think, than we do over there. So that'll tell you something. Where's our helmet? I am so glad I put that wall there. Not gonna lie. Okay.
Temperature critical. Pressure critical. Temperature critical.
What color do I want it? I guess the Irishman in me thinks it should be green. So yeah, normally you do this inside.
Temperature critical. Pressure critical.
And there's a helmet there that we can throw out because we really don't need it. Now I'm going to put the jetpack and the jetpack I can put on in here. The suit I could probably put on here as well, I guess. Hard suit. Definitely want a hard suit. These soft suits are just not doing me any favours. I want that green back again.
Jetpack critical.
Well, yeah, some would say it's not that urgent, but others would say it's pretty critical, so I'd agree that it is critical. Ah, look at that. Not only do you get more thrust for your buck, you also get more slots. Happy days, says us. Right, you can pop down there. And the hard suit gets an extra filter slot and a chip slot, which is extremely handy because you can automate things like the helmet coming on and off, which is great. Now, yeah, I'm gonna preemptively do a few things here. This, like, there's not gonna, I don't think it will cause any problems, but I'm not risking it, so. Okay, we are gonna.
Air tank critical. Waste tank critical. Filter critical.
Yeah, you lie a lot.
Power critical.
I didn't mean to put it on my back, I meant to put it on. There we go. Ah, you know what else I didn't do? Damn it, the most important thing of the whole. It's going to complain at me so much now.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Oh, would you stop complaining? It was for a few seconds, like. I'm sure there's a button I can press to see the character. I'll have to look up what that is, but I'm sure it looks suave in his new suit. How many moles do I have in here? 77? We're gonna have to do something about that soon. Well, this is also probably one of my next projects. I've got a list of projects here. Apart from cleaning up that base in there, I've got the hydroponics, the atmospherics, sort out the main room, obviously. Can tick off putting on the suit. The suit was on there. There's the main one, the first one. We got to get the power sorted. We got to get an Amy sorted. We got to go get some miners made up. There's still a lot to do. I can't believe this is day 55. I'm so slow right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not.
Oxygen
It's a good
low.
thing I'm not speedrunning it.
Oxygen critical.
That's all I can say.
Low pressure.
I don't think I'll ever be a speedrunner. It's not my kind of thing. Right. So I think this is probably a good place to leave it for today. Gonna get a picture of the base, I guess. Everyone else does that, so. Oops. No. Just give me 1 second. No, left shift doesn't work. Oh, aha. There we go. Turn that flashlight off. Whoa. Oh, wrong button. I put them right next to each other, so that's not a good thing. Yeah, there's our man. Happy days. And there's our base. Now I need to turn this jet back up a bit because it doesn't seem to be. Right, I think one of them would have worked. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Way! Yep, that's definitely a lot faster than the last one. Also uses a lot more propellant. And does seem to go down a bit. The dampeners don't seem as good. But yeah, that's enough messing around for now, I guess. Probably should keep this jet topped up now. A lot more than usual. Keep getting them buttons confused. Right, as I said, It's calling that an episode, I think. So, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.